Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Daily Crypto Plan. July 14, Tuesday. We have the Monday range, so hopefully we'll have a bit more volatility this week. Good morning, Darren. Hey, Catalin. Hey, Philip. Hey, Lord. Hey, Diana. Morning, Mauro. Let's start as usual with Bitcoin daily time frame. Well, the same question, people. We'll make a higher high or we'll make a lower low. Or we'll continue to just fuck around in this small area. We don't know. I am assuming that we'll keep this range for longer. So any attempt to create a higher high here will be a short for me. Any attempt to create a lower low will be a long for me. I'm thinking in the summertime we can stay in this range. Is this range good enough for swing traders? Yes. 57 or 58 to 68 or 69, that will be enough for us to make some money. The problem we have last couple of days, last couple of weeks even, is that the volatility is lower and lower. If we stay like this the entire summer, we are stuck with some SFU setups and that's it. You can see the range, you can see the market is consolidating and staying here. If I zoom out a little bit more and look left, I think that will have the same behavior. We'll maybe attempt to test 69 and then dump to lower lows. But that will take time, people. For the moment, we are just consolidating. I'm tired of saying the same thing every day, but that's what I see on the chart. Small range, play only SFU setups. For most of the people, it's better to just take 1 or 2 months off, do something else, relax, I don't know, and come back in the fall, hopefully to better volatility. Indicators, I said over and over again, we have some bullish divergence, MACD, RSI, OBV. That means the price is not as weak as we see on the chart. It's still possible to go and test the long reload zone even with bullish divergence. Yes, bullish divergence is to tell you that the market is not weak as you see on the chart, but that doesn't tell you a reversal. You need a double bottom, you need a bit more consolidation, even retest of the lows multiple times, W's, and then you can say, well, I have a location, I have bullish divergence, and I have a price structure. For the moment, the only thing we have is the bullish divergence. Location should be below 57, and we don't have price structure on Bitcoin. So yes, it's not enough for us to call a reversal and call it, well, we'll go to the moon from here. It's still possible to form this head and shoulder pattern, shoulder, head, shoulder, and pump to 69, 70k, maybe a bit higher and then dump? Yes. But because it's the summertime, we can stay in this $10,000 range for long time. Okay, that's Bitcoin, Ethereum. Exactly like I said on Bitcoin, shoulder, head, shoulder. Maybe if we're lucky, Ethereum will pump a little bit. But keep in mind, summertime, I'll try to play any SFU I'll see. For example, if we'll go here, I'll try to play the SFU. If we'll come back down here, in this long reload zone, retesting of this initial W, then yes, maybe I'll attempt a long here. Here, not interested to long Ethereum or to do anything else. Yes, you can see we are consolidating here. We are creating another smaller diamond pattern here. Summertime, low volatility, ugly environment for traders, hard conditions to make money. Still possible to make money? Yes, but not so much and not every day. Morning, Emmanuel. So, yes, we are strong, still strong here. We are close enough to the previous all-time high, and maybe we'll create a new high. Well, SFU this level. But it's summertime, people. Expect range. You can see we have the long reload zone, we have the short reload zone, and we have the SFU levels. Expect a range. Don't expect a trend. Gold, I'm keep telling you that is weak, and I keep telling you that for the moment is trying to hold the 4,000. Let's see if we'll succeed to hold this 4,000 level. If not, then we have a problem. We'll go probably straight to 3,500. Well, screen is frozen. I don't know why. I don't know what to do with this OBS. I'll resolve it. There you go. So, gold, like I said, trying to hold this 4,000 level. Let's zoom out a little bit more. You can see we have a bit of support, but not too much at 4,000. We have 3,400, 3,500, a lot better support. Look at it. A bit of support here. If we lose this level, next is 3,500. So simple. On gold, as I told you over and over again, go on lower time frame and try to play the Monday range. Works like a charm. Oil. Well, people, you remember I draw these squiggly lines some time ago? When the price was here in the top and I just drag it down and put it at the, look at it. Down, up, retest to the moon. Not exactly the double I was waiting here. Not the best, but you can see. Can we go all the way down, all the way to short reload zone? Yeah, look at it. Short reload zone is all the way up here. I'm still hoping for a retest, 71, 70 and something, and give me a proper double and then to pump. I don't pay too much attention on oil because you know my opinion. It's mostly for big players, highly manipulated. Anyway, I don't trade the traditional market. But at least nice to see that we closed the gap and now we are pumping back up. Is this bounce strong enough? I don't know. Maybe we'll close this gap. Who knows? I don't have a proper setup. We had something, but not a proper setup on daily. Good location, not the proper W. If you want to take this big W, then yes, you can say, well, that's a W, but I don't like it. Okay, we talked about Ethereum, we talked about Bitcoin, ES, gold, oil. Let's take a look at dominance. Similar, nothing we can do here, people. We are fighting this 60% over and over again. Ethereum versus Bitcoin has some W's on daily. If we put weekly, well, we can call this one a W, yes. So we have a weekly W in an acceptable long reload zone. But I'll say it again, people. I suspect it's a trap. If I go back on daily, I'm expecting this scenario. Yeah, pumping here, making everyone thinking long, making everyone thinking to the moon. You saw already warning signs. Eric Trump posted about this one. Man, that has a nice way to call some tops. Anyway, if we'll go here and we'll aim out, you know that probably we'll get lower lows. So don't believe this move. At least I don't believe the move. Well, we have W's and we'll go to Valhalla. Not the right moment. Time-wise, not the right moment. And total market cap, I could say whatever I want on this one. But the reality is that we are fighting 2 trillion. And the fight is hard because you can see the pumps are not strong enough, and we'll probably lose 2 trillion pretty soon. So simple. Okay, shitcoins. Zach, back in the short reload zone. Give me a bit higher, give me an M, and I'll be ready to short again. I saw yesterday some ideas about Zach. Well, short. Yeah, if you are a day trader, maybe. For a swing trader, I think we can push a bit higher. Yeah. If you are a scalper, a day trader, you made some money in this small move, okay. But give me yams like this. You can see this yam. Give me yams like this. Maybe a bit smaller, indeed. That will give us a better risk to reward. But shark is a good idea here. I'm not interested to play short ideas here. I want shark, SFU of this level, and maybe if we're really lucky, we'll get an SFU of this one. I don't think will happen, but I could wait for that. Beat, perfect example to stay away after a pump and dump. The biggest shitcoin ever is doing as we predicted. Yeah. Where is the moon boys? The people that said the SpaceX will go to the moon because it's about the moon and will go to 1000 and what happened? Anyway, I talked too much about this shitcoin because looks exactly like a shitcoin. Looks like a Solana shitcoin scam, to be honest. You know where I want to buy, you know my opinion about this one. Silver, trying to hold $60, 55, but is weak. We have lower highs, lower lows. No W's here. Not interested to touch this one. We made money when was the opportunity. Now let's wait. Okay. That's the higher time frame overview. Let's take a look at the calendar, what we have today. Tuesday. A lot of news at the New York session opening. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inflation rate. And then we have a Fed speaking in the session, in the New York session. So be careful with that. Okay, now lower time frame. Bitcoin on 1 hour. We have the Monday range. The good news is that we have the Monday range. The bad news is that the Monday range is smaller than previous one. That usually means lower volatility. And yes, we can have lower volatility. And if it's too low, we cannot make too much money. But we should play the same game, people. Yeah. You see the levels. We have the SFU here. We have the SFU down there. We have the previous weeks, which are close enough with this week. So we can play another round of SFU game. This previous week low, well, is also an SFU level. Yeah, so it's still valid, this one. And yes, I'll play along if we'll reclaim. Why not? Okay, so let's move this one here to watch it. The high here, let's see if we took that level or not. No, we didn't. So another previous week, Monday high and low, they are SFU levels. Let's move this one. Hey, motherfucker. Fuck it. Anyway. Okay. So, this is a good level to watch. This is a good level to watch. And then we have these levels. Monday high and Monday low. Indeed, this week Monday range is not good enough. Or it's acceptable. only acceptable. 64,300, 61,700. Well, if you are a scalper on 5-minute chart and you get an SFU of the lows and then you see a reclaim, I think it's good enough to make some money. Depending how big is the SFU, if we get 2R or more until the middle of the range, I think it's doable. I think it's still okay to play that setup. And also here, if we get these levels here and you see a reclaim back inside and you have at least 2R until the middle of the range, then it's okay to play an SFU. But the problem is we have lower volatility. Let's hope that will change today, tomorrow, I don't know. So that's Bitcoin, people. Lower volatility than last week. A bit harder to play. Is still profitable? Well, I'll tell you Friday. Ask me Friday if I made any money and I'll tell you. Until then, let's hunt setups. I'll play anything else besides this, a few setups? Not really. Ethereum, similar. Huh? The range is similar to the previous range. You can see we had an SFU here which worked really nicely Monday morning. Now this formed another range. If you see an SFU of this level, play it. If you see an SFU of this level, okay. If you look at the lows here, also a good level. So not too many things I could say, people. You can see confluence with this high. If we get this level and we SFU, I'll be more than happy to short here. People are expecting breakouts. Up or down doesn't matter as long as it's a breakout. And actually, we'll have a lot of fake outs. Fake out after fake out after fake out. Perfect environment for SFU setups. Remember, we discussed even from the spring, I said, well, in the summertime, we'll play SFU setups. I wasn't expecting that the market will be without volatility or so thin, or I don't know how to say it, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I was expecting a bit more volatile market, a bit more movement. Well, if we'll continue like this in the fall and in the winter, next year I'll probably include in my plan, I'll include ES and gold. I don't know if I want to go on Forex. I don't think so for the moment. But ES and gold, yeah, I'll put it in my plan and I'll start trading it. Because this volatility is not acceptable, it's not good enough for me to make enough money. Let's hope that will not be too long and we'll have a bit more. Okay. So SFU setups here. Now we are close to the middle of the range. Let's wait. Don't fuck around with the middle of the range. You can see exactly in the middle of the range of the previous Monday range. Close enough to this week Monday range. Don't touch it here. It's like a balance. You don't have an advantage when you don't know. Will go up, will go down. You don't have a setup here. Hype. Well, I saw Stefan posting a short on Hype. Well, that provided something nice. On higher time frame, people, don't touch it. Don't fuck around. It's a range. If you are a range player and you're sharp enough, like Stefan, okay. If you are on VIP and Stefan is posting a setup, well, Stefan knows what he's doing. But overall, I don't think he's the best one to play. Now, a guy like Stefan could play this market. I could play this market. I don't want to play it because maybe I'm a bit more lazy, let's call it that way. Solana, shitcoin of shitcoin of shitcoin, nothing is happening. Finally, I see people giving up on Solana and not trying to get setups on Solana. Just leave it alone, it's not moving. It's just a small range, it's pathetic, it's not good enough. ES, we have the Monday range. similar with previous Monday range. We have the long reload zone. We front run 60 upon it. Probably will come back in the long reload zone and will test shark level. Shark level has confluence with 7,500. So be extra careful if we touch this level. If you look left, you'll understand why. Then below we have an SFU. Then below that level we have this SFU level. So playing the SFU levels, not bad. Yesterday we discussed about if we'll get into this gap, we should short. Unfortunately, yesterday I was mostly out, but you can see, yeah, that was in the morning. I said if we get a setup here, that could be good enough to short. We touched that level, we got in the short reload zone. Probably on 5-minute chart we had something. Let's check. Well, actually it was ugly to play because this was a higher high. Kind of ugly here. Okay, so we dumped, we did an AB equals CD. You can see AB, CD. We front run 60.8, which is not a good sign. Is for that moment was a bit of strength, but actually that also means that we'll go and test the long reload zone and probably touch the shark level. Think about AB, CD, another AB, CD in the shark level, something like this. I don't like the fact, I'll be honest people, I don't like the fact that it's a lot easier for me to frame setups on ES than on Bitcoin. I don't like that. But that's the reality. You can see the market is behaving a lot better on ES than on Bitcoin. I could see setups everywhere on ES. Yeah, I could see SFU here, this level, AB equals CD. We got in the short reload zone. We front run this level. Let's go, probably we'll go here. Here we should look for a setup. If it doesn't hold, we'll look for the next one. A lot easier to frame the market on ES than on Bitcoin. And for me, it's not a good sign because I have to change my plan and include ES and gold in my trading. Anyway, you are still here, people? I see 51 people watching, or 52. But I don't see anything in the chat. The last message is Darren saying that everything is good now, or all good. Okay. So, if we'll do another AB equals CD and we get to 7,500, I think this is a good level to watch. Honestly, I think this is a good level to watch and maybe hunt a W. If this level will not provide a setup, watch out for the next one. If the market will manage to push to the highs, if we'll get here in the this short reload zone, no value. Now we should think about the bigger short reload zone, something like this. So if you see the market coming up here and aiming out, well, also people, imagine this Monday range. We SFU the lows already and we reclaimed. If this level is not holding here and we accept back below the Monday range, that is not a good sign for bulls. If we accept back below the Monday low, probably we'll go here. And here we need clear reasons to think long. Otherwise, well, some equal lows here to hunt at 7,468. Okay, so that's about ES, people. Ranging environment, a lot easier than on Bitcoin. Nasdaq, well, boring here, but well, still acceptable. You can see you had the SFU of the Monday low. If you play the Asia session, I'm sleeping like a baby at that time, but there are people that they hunt like crazy in the Asia session because of their time zone. They need to play that session. Well, provided a nice setup here. Make it risk free if you took that one. Play the Monday range on Nasdaq. I think it's good enough. Again, we have gold here. Can you see how nice it's behaving? Look at it. Look at this motherfucker. It's play. Who wants to play something easy and profitable? You take the Monday range, you put it on gold, and you just play the Monday range. And that's it. You don't need to play anything else. Backtest and see for yourself. Pretty simple. Okay. Going back on Bitcoin, we have the Monday high, the Monday low. I don't see enough strength here. That's my problem. I think we'll SFU this level, 61 to 100, and maybe even go lower than that. If we take the Monday low as resistance, and the previous week Monday low as a resistance, we'll probably go deeper in the long reload zone. I don't see that strength everyone was talking a couple of days ago. Actually, the price action is kind of pointing out to the downside. Okay, I don't see anything in the chat or no request. People, Stefan will do a live stream in, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, and he will take a lot of requests. Go and bug Stefan with all the requests. Today I'm here the entire day, so I'll frame setups if I'll see any, and I'll post. Because it's Tuesday, I'll try to post all the setups on general chat. Okay, so please watch the general chat. VIP members, premium members, watch the general chat. Usually I repost on all the channels, but Tuesday I usually post on general for everyone to see. Yeah? Every Tuesday, you know, we open for everyone. We post almost all the trades on general chat. There you go. Stefan is confirming that he will be live in 10-15 minutes. Let's close this live stream and see you in the next live stream, and Stefan live stream in the chat. I'll be there. That being said, see you next time, people. See you next time. Try to play the SFU setups. Protect your capital. Is not the moment to become aggressive. Treat market like a business. That's the key. Okay. See you next time, people.